Hello, lovelies. This game is Yasuo versus Seraphine. A couple months old game. I think this account was a high plat, low diamond at the time. Most of these people are like plat 1, plat 2.
Wait, I popped off. I thought with auto
I
attack
was
was
watching Pekkenwolf. You
we
can
don't
hear him in the
say I
background.
decided to
You
ult.
get this ad because I was AFK.
You have my
Alright,
loyalty, right? That guy's
let's
perfect.
check what we're playing against. Nothing major.
Hopefully. So that means Kindred is not bought here, by the way.
So, Seraphine matchup, pretty straightforward, right? You let them push you in, you freeze out your tower, you just run them down because they don't have any dashes, and you can win while they're very telegraphed and slow E abilities. Very, very easy matchup. So, how does she elect to play it? Her one option is to not hit the wave at all, but she actually ends up hitting the wave. And she's not slow pushing, so I'm super happy right now. Terrible Q. Terrible, terrible Q. Terrible, terrible, terrible Q. So the angle you want here is to hit these two and ideally hit her with it. And as you can see, that angle is not really possible. So just hold your Q and then melee Q these two right here. Instead, I miss a CS. I hit the backline minions. I'm like ruining my lane here. Not a great start. Very autopilot of me. Is it worth to Q this minion to Q her? Possibly. Possibly. We're missing a lot of CS. She's Qing us. It's fine. I'm obviously not going to get the CS, so I shouldn't be Qing. Like right here. Like it's already gone, man. Like now all I'm doing is needlessly queuing two more minions that I don't need to be queuing. I just need to be waiting for her to push me in. I don't need to be this aggro about it. Like right here, just drag the minions in and now start looking, right? She's doing a bunch of free damage. And now the wave is practically reset. So she's safe and she gets to continue free DPSing. This is awful. Terrible gameplay. Do not do this. I even missed a thing instead of like queuing both of them. I don't know. Oh, I guess my Q was on cooldown for some reason. So anyway, all that sucked, and as a result, I elect to go for a quote-unquote cheater, but this isn't a real cheater because by the time I finish my back, the wave is already there. Usually when you're done cheatering, like when the back is over and you're back in base, the wave should be somewhere here. This time the wave was here. But it's still fine. I'm not like too stressed about this game, so I'm just, I guess, doing random shit. Not trying to maximize my chances of winning. Oh, look at me being positive. Isn't that nice? A nice change of pace. So I come back, I freeze mid because I cheated. She actually stays. There's a Rengar on the prowl nearby. So I'm making sure not to hit these minions here. I don't want to hit the minions. I get a nice little trade on her. And then I just dash back out. So after this wave, I'll get a nice little freeze on her. If she doesn't respect, she's not respecting. It's okay to be tanking all these minions. Like, you have kill here. Like, I can kill her at any time. It's just that she has flash and stuff. So you're trying to guarantee it. I don't have wind wall. And you need to keep in mind that if your EQ gets interrupted, your Q won't go off. And you're gonna need to Q. So what I was doing here is I pressed EQ and I like clicked back to reposition myself outside of tower range. Because I'm obviously dashing into tower here, but if I like don't stay long enough here, then maybe I don't get tower hit. Most of the time you will get tower hit anyway, but it's fine because it's not enough damage and I still win anyway. But once I get CC'd, I'm obviously gonna die here. So I should realize that I'm getting CC'd and know that my EQ is gonna get interrupted and that I'm gonna need to aim my Q, which I don't, and then oh my god. I love rewatching old games. Like, it's a uh, yep, yeah, buddy. Yep, same. Anyway, GTP's back. I can legit just run her down here. I like to go for the wave instead, which I think is kind of a bad call, IMO. If right here, I just dash on her, I freeze the wave, and then I'm pretty sure I run her down. I don't kill, and I lose a lot of HP, but I set it up so I can just run her down. Because I E once, auto Q whatever, I E again, auto Q, auto, I EQ her, she probably dies, assuming I windwall her double E, right? But if she's too tanky or whatever, then I guess she kind of survives. But then the wave meets here, it's frozen, I go back, and I just go back in once my windwall is back up, or like she oversteps or something, right? But instead, I'm just like giving her a free lane. I'm windwalling nothing. I'm not slow pushing this. Ugh, this is so painful to watch. This is why most people don't climb. This is kind of autopilot bullshit. It's like you know how to play better, you can be better, but then you don't actually play better. And the only time I go on her is when there's no kill opportunity, so what's the point? I could have queued her there, but it still doesn't kill, so I'm just trying to shove this as fast as I can. She's taking a lot of free damage for no reason. I can kill her here, but the way she's fronting is like maybe I'm getting ganked or something. And here she is looking for an ult on me. I need to go ward. And I tell him to go dive because it's very diveable. But when he sees me go ward, he thinks I'm leaving or something, so he leaves too. Sorry for yawning, it's kind of late. So the ward comes in clutch. We see the Rengar. Do I see him? I think I see him, right? Well, a kill is a kill. Her ult doesn't go off. Rengar can't kill me. I want to make sure he doesn't freeze. Then he freezes it on me anyway. So I go back mid. Oh my god, I'm playing horribly. Tower shot, tower shot, tower shot. Well, it is true that Viego should have come and helped shove. I could have shoved a lot better and not died there. I just played that wrong mechanically. Rengar shouldn't be able to kill me there. Most Rengars are bad in this elo. And they would waste their 5-stack. So I learned not to respect Rengars in lane like that too often unless they're like super fed. Most of the time they're just a free kill, right? Like a Graves or Rengar comes up to try and freeze for his mid laner and you just kill him. It happens so often. Oh, it looks like we're losing this game, huh? Viego with a bad mental. So I should be getting way more fed off the Seraphine to carry this game. So me coin flipping like this does not bode well, because I need to be the one to carry apparently. Oh, I finally decide to go in. Still not enough, because I'm not fed enough. Awful, awful, awful. I'm waiting for the Rengar gank. At this point, I chunked her so hard, she probably wants to back, so I'm going to keep shoving and either dive or look for something. I'm just giving her the freest lane of her life. I don't understand why. Okay, she just disrespected there, I guess. I think a Q on her here is better than an EQ. Which is probably what I tried to do there, yeah. I tried to E line Q, but I was just bad. So this is kind of the Seraphine matchup. This is supposed to be happening over and over, even earlier before I have a lot of items. Of course, when it's early enough in the game, you don't actually kill her by doing it once, you need to do it multiple times. But at this stage in the game, I can just do it multiple times, and or like just once, and like 100 to 0 her. The Kled and Rengar. Yeah, this is gonna be a rough one. Kled and Rengar, not a fun time for Yasuo. That's a kill, by the way, but they're all here now, so it's no longer a kill. So I just farm under tower. Oh, Vel'Koz, better believe it. I do as much as I can there. Diego gets the kill. I'm almost done with my coal. I'm getting a few plates. I'm pinging for a potential kill here, because they're obviously very killable. The little E-girl duo of legends. I go for it. I miss. Waste my wind wall. I ult off that without my wind wall. I get CC'd. Shit ton of people. She has Zanya's. It is over. He's wondering why he's losing 5 in a row. What was that? What was that, buddy? Okay, I get plates. Is that first tower? I think that was first tower. And maybe I save tower top. Doesn't look like I do. Shove and roam, shove and farm, shove and farm. That's the mid game plan. Oh yeah, here he just kind of ints. I have no idea why he goes for that. I mean, I guess he could have killed the Vel'Koz. It was really close, but we had barrier and stuff. So like, the guy is worth so much money. I don't care. I like flash on him and everything. Like, even if he's the only person I kill there, I'm very happy. So they just gave me BF sword worth money. That was 1,000 plus a 300. I would go from 1,800 to like 3,200 or 3,100 or something. It's like really fucking good. And then they int for no reason. I don't know why they overstay when there's a free dragon to be had, but of course I'm not going to do dragon by myself, because that's time spent getting gold somewhere else on the map, which is much better. And then I recall, and I can just straight buy an IE, which is pretty huge at 15 minutes. Like, I am super duper fed here. I am super duper fed. It's insane. The score may not show it, but I have a shit ton of gold. Okay, okay, I remember this actually. Because we knew they would be there. Look at the map. Like, I'm seeing this, right? I'm seeing this, I'm seeing this. And there's a dragon coming up. And we know there's a dragon, and we see Vayne, and they're all set up there. And I see her moving up, and it's very likely that there's something happening. But I just autopilot, right? Like, all I need to do is wait. But my hubris, man. I was like, oh, I'm so strong, I can totally do this. Exhaust, Rengar, full, whatever. Too much damage. And I don't have exhaust, I have ignite. And again, I didn't even have the ignite. It was on cooldown. So that was rough. And honestly, maybe that stance would have been a better buy there. The only reason we don't get like an ace here is because I face check that bush. And they get a dragon and we don't get 4 kills. So it's completely my bad that we don't win here. Like, it's my game to carry, right? And me doing that is how I lose this game. I wonder if I lose this game. Like, I'm definitely positioned to carry, but I'm not playing to win. That was just me trying to see what I can do against that guy. He is strong. I am strong too. I don't airblade. It doesn't matter, I guess. They're so bad. Alright, Rengar. Stuck, placed in a hard rock or whatever. Rengar jumps on our back line as per usual. They all die. There's no Baron to be had, unfortunately. But yeah, that was just random inting from everyone. Nothing to be had on the map, unfortunately, so they can afford to int there. They don't lose much for it. But I guess they lose their jungle. That's something, right? I try to E there, but when you have IE, it's kind of hard to do it right. 10 CS per minute. I have infinite gold. I just straight buy a Death's Dance because it's literally better. And they have Yuumi, and they have Seraphine, so healing reduction is definitely the smart choice here, but since I am in a carry position, DD is going to be way higher value in terms of the damage reduced to me than the healing reduction is going to be in terms of like damage reduced or like healing reduced to them. Simply because I one-shot, the healing reduction really doesn't matter at this point. And if I don't get one shot, then I do way more damage than then the healing I'll reduce by dying without DD. Basically, DD is a better choice, and if you don't believe me, you're an inter and you don't deserve to win. So, free game, free game, free game. Literally free game at this point. I don't see how we lose this. Someone died. Oh, I left the Tryndamere because I thought he was fine, but I guess he wasn't fine. Here, I get caught. I thought it was pretty playable. It is fairly playable because that stands OP, shield by OP. Unfortunately, me face tanking like that results in this shit. I don't have damage. I'm just being too cocky, man. Like, we knew they were topside, right? There weren't a lot of places they could be. Me doing this serves no purpose. It's just me looking to start fights because I think I'm strong and we need to be fighting, so, like, we end. But I don't need to be doing this. I'm literally throwing my lead here. Like, just because I'm strong enough that I can do this doesn't mean I should. Because HP and, like, item cooldowns that I lose is HP and item cooldowns that I won't get to use right afterwards. Like right here, wouldn't have been nice to have literally anything. Ugh, that's so fucking disgusting, man. With that Baron, we could have just inhibited here after killing all of them. Instead, we still out of the game for another like 5 minutes. And look at these weird map plays. Look at this. They're always slow on their rotation. Like, I'm already done. I'm already done here. So why am I out and these people are not out? They linger too much. They linger too much. Against the fucking Kled Rengar. They like lingering. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. We have a Trin split pushing. Why are we lingering here? Nobody knows. But it's my fault. Again, it is my fault. I'm supposed to be wrangling them away from danger, but instead, I'm dancing and towing the line to help our Tryndamere split push by pressuring without getting caught, but the rest of the team can't keep up, and so they get caught. When I could have just literally just stepped back and just waited. Here, I'm like, YOLO, I'll get a few kills. How many kills do I get? Not that many. I could have maybe gotten the Vayne, but... yeah, the healing is getting a little oppressive at this point. They have a lot of shields and heals. And... oh, I guess we're talking about it right here. I don't know what they're talking about. Alright, we get a free random pick because Elo inflated support players. Isn't that a nice meme? Okay, this is really sad, by the way. We finally get a pick. All we have to do here is wait for him to jump at me. And we see that they have the vision here. Like, am I blind? Or, like, we know they have ward. Like, we see it. So Sivir knows. And she sees this. And she still walks... oh my god, it's so fucking annoying. Anyway, he flashes away. He jumps on her. I try to peel for her. But she's literally gonna die. I give them a bad fight here, but... like, I'm so strong. Literally all they need to do is survive. And they can't even do that. Oh my god, I'm so upset at myself. Yes, they are useless, but it's really my fault, right? For making them useless. I should be, like, setting them up to do their best. Look at this shitty wind wall, by the way. I let her proc, like, infinite autos on me. And then... I wind wall here. And then... I need to have a tornado there. I need a tornado on this reverse Q here so I can knock up the Vayne. Because the bait, the idea here is Yuumi dashes on Seraphine as Seraphine dies, so it's wasted. And then by the time Yuumi gets to latch back on Vayne, I already killed the Vayne. I'm level 17, dude. I'm like so well farmed. I'm no longer 10 CS per minute because I just keep dying because I'm just randomly inting. That's what it is, right? Like, I'm not trying to win. You can't watch this and be like, oh wow, this Yasuo is really trying to win. But this is what I mean, right? This is like high plat, and people lose games like this. Like, how many of you guys watching this have been in games like this where if you cared just a little bit more, you would have come out of the laning phase with, like, I don't know, 2-3 more kills than you would have against the Seraphine, right? And then all you do, the entire game, was me getting caught once here and once here. That was it. If I don't do those two things, we win. That's the entire game. 2 fights. All you have to do is wait for your team to start fighting and then kill everything. That's literally all you need to do. Okay. Yeah, look at that score. 44 to 33. As strong and fed as I am full build at this point. So it's all downhill from here. I'm not going to get stronger than this, basically. I'm like literally tanking a Vayne. Look at that! Look at that! I baited my simmer there, right? Like, you're in plat. Like, the highest elo person here is the mid laner. He was diamond last season or something, right? Like, these are not good players. You can't count on them to play well. So anyway, once they all die here, I'm like, what do? I could just back and let them, like, get an inhib or whatever, but I'm just trying. I'm like, maybe I can get a quadra kill somehow. I'm just getting mad kited. And they Zhonya's me, and they CC me. They're, like, taking 0 risks. And I'm like out here 1v4. This is an int. Vel'Koz keeps dying and blaming. Like, don't fucking solo ward. Like, you don't need wards. Like, people think they need to ward way more than they actually do. Like, I got flamed by a jungler in a Smurf queue because I pinged that a jungler was coming mid, and he's like, "You're pushed up without warding." I'm like, I literally told you he's coming. Like, we see him doing his blue, and this is a gank timer, right, before scuttle. Like, why are you not, like, if he does scuttle, he's gonna come mid afterwards. Like, it's not that complicated. It's mind-boggling. And same thing here with Vel'Koz. Like, sure, we want vision, and yes, you're absolutely right, it should be a team effort. We should all be going together to get control of places, get vision control. But just wait for that to happen. Like, know that you're just gonna die if you go by yourself. Like, you don't need vision to know that that's gonna happen. Like, vision is to deter plays, but you don't need the... I don't know. So, pretty bad fight here. Really messy. Vayne did the big scalings. No CC for the Vayne equals big spook. Rengar has a Yuumi on him. Pretty free low for him. But very winnable. Rengar+Yuumi is not unbeatable. It's just very strong because people love feeding. But I'm just trying to kite from a back line here. I'm getting mad melted. And we lose. Because I guess they scaled hard enough here. Our ADC is kind of useless. It's hard for it to auto. It's hard to write to ache, like, I guess. And of course Vel'Koz and Tryndamere. It's rough. I didn't have my shield bow or my GA, so that wasn't a very good... It was more of a macro thing than a micro thing, I guess. We just overextended there when we shouldn't have. Anyway. Easy Baron call. They run at us, but like, what can they do realistically? I guess they can do that. He gets caught, he dies. I ping the team to leave because we never win this. They're gonna overchase us, but We have the rotation power of Sivir, so we're fine. We just heal up. Oh yeah, that was me, like, teaching Sivir how to play Sivir. Like, just fucking use your ult, dude. I asked the team to group, because Tryndamere is going to respawn, and we're just going to do the final push and end. And look at that. Are you seeing the minimap? Why is that happening? Why is any of this happening? I tank the Kled ult. I try to save my team. This is very good for us, by the way. It's like 5 people DPSing the guy. And the Vel'Koz still dies. At this point, there is no VOD reviewing to be done, right? Like, the game is out of my control. I ended too much early, so we can, like, talk about micro a little bit on how to win the fights, but if your team is bad, your team is bad. Like, if they're gonna die in team fights, they're gonna die in team fights. You can't do anything about that. So, yeah. At this point, I'm pretty sure the game is lost. So, the huge lesson here. What do you mean? Come on, guys, let me die. Are you kidding me? Please, watch this with me. Why are you 300 HP right now? Why? Why are you making Sivir ult before Tryndamere and I are there? Why is Sivir frontlining and getting... Ugh. And why are you dying? Why are you walking that way? Why are you walking towards him? You were going the right way at first, buddy. Why are you... You are such a long-range champ. You have no business being this close to him. And you know we have a shit comp with 0 CC. Why are you this close to him? Ah! And then look at that. Tryndamere taking random free damage for no reason. I guess this is my mistake, honestly. I should be, like, queuing right here for the Vayne. I guess it's not enough. And then I have to deal with this guy, who's super strong. And look at her positioning. We're all funneling, and she doesn't care. She, like, doesn't spell shield anything. Oh my god, she literally does nothing. Wow, that's actually kind of impressive. How little she does in this fight. Okay, well, that's... I love reviewing literally nothing. And then here, look at the white numbers. I literally don't even do damage to the Sivir. Look at that. White number, white number, white number, red number. Holy shit, man. Yeah. So that's the game, right? If I play the lane correctly throughout, and I get more fed, I get to dictate tempo and pace. And then when I'm fed, I don't die here. And we get that dragon, and we ace them. And then, is it this death? Oh yeah, and this death too, where I got caught here. And then I have to, like, run away. And then I try to save her, but I end up dying as a result. If those two don't happen that way, we win. Everything after that is just whatever. People getting caught. Look at the team death timers, right? We don't stay as alive as 5 at the same time for more than, like, a few minutes before at least one person is dead. And that's solo queue for you. Rengar+Yuumi.